Namaskar, Abhishek, once again with a new episode in the series called Unlocking Stars with Abhishek. Unlocking Stars with Abhishek is a series on Brihat Parasa Hora Shastra. Brihat Parasa Hora Shastra, in short, BPHS, is one of the most fundamental, most authentic, and most genuine scriptures available to mankind till today. This great divine scripture is in the form of discourse between great teacher Maharshi Parasar and his beloved student Maitre. Through this series, Unlocking Stars with Abhishek, we are paying humble and respectful tribute in the lotus feet of the great Guru Maharshi Parasar, who blessed us with this divine scripture. In the last episode, Maharshi revealed one of the most important concepts, Karak, in astrology under the Karako Adhyaya. He came up with the different types of Karakas, starting from the Char Karak to Sthir Karak to Bhav Karak. And he also, on the sidelines, discussed about the Yog Karak also. Now, in the next chapter, today, Maharshi is going to reveal classical Parasari principle related to Karakans. When Maharshi was discussing Atma Karak, he announced Atma Karak is the main Karak. Atma Karak is the Pradhan Karak. Atma Karak, a planet which has highest degree, maximum longitude, is called Atma Karak for that native. So today he is going to refine more and more about the utility of that Karak, that Atma Karak. So he is going to the finer path, and the finer path is no other than Navansa. That's why this chapter is called Karakans. So he will go and see the Navans of Atmakarak. Navans of Atmakarak. That will be the Karkans. How important Navans is, we know. The great Acharyas in Bhuvan Deepak, he did this revelation already on the importance of Navansa. He said, Hindu sarvatra bijabho lagnam tu kusum prabham halena sadasoscha bhava swadu shama asmritah. He's saying moon is the seed. Moon is the seed of everything. Indu sarvatra bijabho. And Lagna is the flower. Ascendant is the flower. And the fruit is Navansa. How Navansa is important. And the Bhav is the nectar of the horoscope of the chart. So we already understand importance of Navans in prediction to understand the weakness and strength of a planet. So Maharshi is going to explain more about Karakansa today in this chapter. We will follow the footprints of Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara as usual. We will reach there at that point of time, 2500 years back, where Maharshi is revealing this great wisdom to his beloved student Maitreya. And listen carefully about the revelation related to Karkamansa. As usual, before emerging into the Mahaguru Mahakathan, Parashar Mahavakya related to Karkans, we will bow down, we will put forward our humble tribute, humble prayer in the lotus feet of Guru of the Guru, Lord of the Lord, Dev of the Dev, Sri Mahadev. First, let's come. Let's immerse together in the prayer to Mahadev. न भूमिर्न चापो न वहरे न वायुर् न चाकाशमास्ते न तन्द्रा न निद्रा न ग्रीष्मो न शीतो न देशो न वेशो न यस्यास्ति मूर्तिं त्रिमूर्तिं समीरे अजं शाश्वतं कारणं कारणानां शिवं शङ्करं भास्कं भास्कानां तुरीयं तमः पारमाद्यन्तहीनं प्रपद्ये परं पावनं द्वैतहीनं. जय गुरुदेव. हर हर महादेव. हर हर महादेव. After paying humble tribute in the lotus feet of Sri Mahadev, we are now entering into the Guru Kathan, into the Guru Mahavakya. Let's immerse in the verse first. Atha karakans phaladhyayaha. The very first verse. अथाहं संप्रवक्ष्यामि कारकान् समफलं द्विज. अथाहं संप्रवक्ष्यामि कारकान् फलं द्विज. मेषादिराशिगे स्वासे यथावत् Brahmabhasitam. He's saying, hey Dvij, hey Brahman, he's addressing to Maitreya. I'm going to tell you about the Karakans, Phal, effect of Karakans. I'm going to tell you. Effect of Karakans, so need to understand what is Karakans. If the Karak, Atma Karak, is going to the particular sign in the Navans, in the D9, so that will become the Karakans. That's why he is saying Mesa Adi Rasi Ge. So the Atma Karak for any native, if Atma Karak is moon, if the maximum longitude among all the 8 planets from Sun to Rahu, moon got, for example, maximum longitude, then moon is the Atma Karak for that native. Then we will see in D9, in Naval's chart, where moon is going, in which sign moon is going. If moon is going in Pisces, then the Karakans is mean. Atma Karakans is mean. So Maharshi is saying, what I learned this from Brahma, what Brahma told, Yathavat Brahma Bhasitam, the ultimate source, the lineage, the Guru Parampara he is talking about, the Brahma. So what I learned from Brahma, I'm just going to tell you what I learned from Brahma related to the Karkans Phalam, related to the Karkans Phalam. So in the first verse, he is going to talk about the his intention, what he is going to tell. Every time Maharshi is talking about his Guru Parampara, how this great divine science, how this great divine wisdom is descending from the absolute consciousness Brahma through the Guru Sisya Parampara. I'm recalling about this Parampara, what Maharshi always talking. Brahma Acharyor Vasisto Atrir Muniha Paulisthayo Lomasau Maricharing Angira Vyaso Naradaha Sonako Briguha Yavano Gargaha Kasyapcha Parasaraha Astat Sataiha Gambhira Jyotis Shastra Pravartakaha. So these 18 are the Pravartak of Jyotish Shastra through these two verses, starting from the Brahma, then Acharya Vasishtha, then Atri, then Manu, Paulistha, Lomasa, Marichi, Angirasa, the great Durvasa, Vyasa, Narad, Sonak, Bhrigu, Chamana Rishi, Yamana, Garga, Kasyap, then Parasa. These are the 18 Pravartak. Parasar, great Parasar, is always talking about this Parampara. That's why he was saying, Yathavat Brahma Bhasitam. The Karakans Phalam, I'm going to tell you what this Parampara, which is starting from the Brahmadev, told me. So hope you understand. And what is the Karakans, you understand. So see the Atma Karak in the D1 and check that Atma Karak in which sign in D9, that is the Karakans. Now Maharshi is going to reveal the Phalas. Let's imagine verse number 2. Grihe muska marjara me sanse tatma karake sada bhay prada vipra pap yukte visesatah. Now you got a chart. In that chart, you find out which is Atma Karak through the checking the longitude, highest longitude, maximum longitude is the Atma Karak. And then you are seeing that Atma Karak in D9, and that is the Karakans. If that Karakans is Mace, is Aries, if that Karakans is Aries, Atma Karak is in Aries, Navans. If Atma Karak is sitting in Aries Navans, then there will be problem, nuisance from the cats and rats, from the cats and rats in his house all the time. The native will have trouble from cats and rats. And that trouble might be more if there is a malefic aspect also. He Maitre, he said, Sada bhaya prada vipra. There is a fear from the cats and rats. There is a trouble from the cats and rats always, and that trouble will be more and more if the malefic aspect is also on that karkams. Now Maharshi is further going to next after mesans, after Aries Navans, he is going to Taurus Navans for Atmakara. In the verse number 3, let's immerse in that verse. Brisam sakagate swasmina sukhadascha chatuspada mithunamscha gate tasmin kangavadi vyadhi sambhava. Gemini. And then for Cancer and so on, he is going. Karkam secha jalad bhitiha singha se swapadad bhayam. Kanduha staulascha kanyansi tatha vahanikanad bhayam. Virgo, till Virgo, we are doing, starting from Taurus. So if the Atmakarak is in Taurus Navans, you see the Atmakarak in D9, if Atmakarak is sitting in Taurus Navans, then native might have happiness from the four-footed animals. And if it is in Mithun Navans, Gemini, Mithun Navans, then native might have itching problem, khujli, itching problem. That vyadhi, kangavadi vyadhi sambhava, Maharshi is saying. And if that Atmakarak is sitting in Cancer Navans, so there might be fear of drowning, might be fear from water. And if it is in Leo Navans, then there might be problem from the lion and tigers. That fear, psychological fear. And if it is in Virgo Navans, Kanya Navans, Virgo Navans, then again there is a problem related to like itching sort of problem. Fire, Vahani Kanad Bhayam. So fear from the fire also, that can come. So up to Virgo we did. How from the Karkans you can get these ideas? Mars is revealing the great wisdom. Now let us immerse in next verse for Tula Navans. Tulan se chavani gajato vastradi nirmitau patuha alyam se sarpato bhitiha pida matu payodhare. So Tula Navans, if the Atmakarak is in the Tula Navans, that native might be a trader, possibility of being a trader, a business person. And what type of business he can do, that also Maharshi is indicating, related to the clothes. Vastra adi nirmatau patuha, and ropes also, rassi, ropes, and related things. That is the Tula Navans. And after Tula, Scorpio. Alyanse sarpato bhiti pida matu payodhara. So if that Atmakarak is in Scorpio Navans, then that native might have problem from snake, fear from snakes, sarpato bhita. And also there might be affliction, there might be problem to mother's breast. Matuha payo dhare. So there might be problem of native's mother's breast. Now, Marcy is going further. Marcy is going further. For Scorpio, also acharyas believe like there might be fear from height also. There is a possibility, there is a fear from falling from vehicle also. Now in Sagittarius Navans, Dhanuranse kramaduchat patanam bahanadapi. So that is for Dhanu, patanam bahanadapi. That is for Dhanu, Sagittarius, fall from vehicle and fall from height. It's fear. Makar, Capricorn, Makaran se jaladoj bhu jantur bhi खेतास tatha. So for Capricorn, it's like a problem. It's a gain also. It's a gain also. Sankh mukta pravalay labho. So there is a possibility Nati might get these pearls and corals in his life. There is a possibility. And for after Makar, Kumbh, Navans, Kumbhanse cha chadagadikar ko jayate nara, Meenan se kar ke jato mukti bhag dujuttamam. Na subham subh sandriste, na subham pap vichyate. So for Kumbh, Aquarius Navans, the native might construct tank, water tank, talab, and mean Navans if the Atm Karak is sitting in Pisces Navans. So Pisces Navans might give native final moksha. The moksha is final. So there is a possibility. That's good for a spiritual progress, spiritual life. If in the last line Mahasi is adding like if a benefic aspect is there, then that will remove evil, while malefic aspect is not good, because malefic aspect on that karakans, that will create trouble, and benefic aspect will create auspiciousness. That's a basic classical Parashari principle. Now Mercy is revealing more through next verse. Let's come in verse 9. कारकां से शुभे विप्र लगलां से च शुभ ग्रहे शुभ संविच्यते जातो raja bhavati निश्चितः. Now he is playing with two karakans and lagnans. So you already know how to find this karakans. Your Atma Karak in D9, and the lagnans, your first lord of D1 in the D9. Now he is saying, hey Vipra, hey Maitre, if there will be only benefic in the karakans and the lagnans, karakans and lagnans means navans of lagna. and is aspected by benefic. शुभ संविच्यते जातो लग्नांसे च कारकांसे लग्नांसे च शुभ ग्रहे. There is a शुभ planet in Karakans and Laganans, and there is a benefic aspect, then that native will be a king. The native will be like a king. Jato Raja Bhavati Nishchitaha. That is the declaration of Mahaguru Maharshi. So you can understand the predictive potential through the Karkan's technique. Maharishi Gemini expounded that one. But the real seed is here in Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, which is part of a Mahavishnu Puran. Now, let's immerse in verse number 10. More blessing is coming. Swansha graha kendre kone bapap varjitaha dhan vidya yuto jato misrair misra phalam vade. Now he's saying from the Karakans, you see the Karakans, locate the Karakans. From the Karakans, Kendra and the Trikona. See the Kendra and Trikona from the Karakans. So you are seeing the Kendra from the Karakans means 1, 4, 7 and 10 from the Karakans. And 1, 5, 9 from the Karakans, you see. If these are occupied by a benefic and there is no malefic association, there is no malefic affliction at all, then that native will have dhan vidya. He has wealth, he has knowledge, he is a learned man, he is a rich man. And if there is a combination, so it depends upon how they are affecting. So misraira misra palam vadet. In the same manner, in the proportionate manner, you can do Farades in Maitre, he's saying. He's saying like that. So the combination of benefic and malefic, if there is a combination, then you will go for mixed result. Now he is blessing more through the verse number 11. Upgrahe cha viprenda. Viprendra. He is a Indra, he is a king of the Brahman, he is a Dvijuttam. Maitre. Upgrahe cha viprenda swa ucha swacha suvachake. पापद्रिगरहिते च अन्ते कैवल्यम tasya nirdise. Now he's saying, if the upakheta, he has described the upakheta, the upagra in the last chapter. In the last chapter he did. Is in the exaltation sign or own and friend sign. There are 3 avasthas: own sign, friend sign, exaltation sign. And there is no malefic aspect, there is no malefic association at all. Then native will go to the heaven after death. Chayante kaivalyam. Kaivalyam. In Jnana scriptures, they are talking a lot. It's similar to the moksha. Exactly the moksha, liberation. So after death, native will go to heaven. According to Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara. This is the revelation. Now he is revealing more, blessing us more through verse number 12. Let's come emerge in this verse 12. Chandrar Bhrigu Vargaste Karke Pardharika Viprayaste Anyatha Geyam Phalam Sarvam Vichannai. Now the Atmkarak, if the Atmkarak is in is in the Varga, is in the Vargaste. He's saying Vargaste. Which Varga? In the Varga of Chandra, Mars, or Venus. Chandra, or here is Mars. So if the Atma Karak is in the Varga of Chandrama or Mangal or Shukra, it means in 4 sign or 1 and 8 sign or 2 or 7 sign. If Atma Karak in that, then the native, there is a possibility. He's talking about the aesthetic possibility. Don't see one thing and go and tell. This is the violation, clear violation of the Kathan Adhikari verse. That is the commitment. So don't go like that. But Maharshi is saying that is a static promise that native might have possibility of Pardarikaha, par istri gaman. He might be go with the other's wife. He's saying. So you have to check in, you have to see in totality, holistically, that I'm always reminding you. Through these classical Parashara techniques, you can get an idea of the aesthetic promises. And then you have to apply your predictive intelligence in line with the Deskal and Patra. And then you will go further. You have to follow the steps. Now, he's going to discuss about the Graha Phal in the Karakans. Which Graha will indicate what type of aesthetic promises in the chart if they are posited in the Karakans. So we know the Karakans. Now we will see the planet in the Karakans. Effect of planet we are going to see. So blessing is coming through the verse number. Let's come. Let's immerse in the verse. Let's immerse in the verse. कारकान से रबौ जातौ राजकार परो द्विजा पूर्णेन्दौ भोगवान विद्वान शुक्र दृष्टे विशेषतः. Now he's saying, हे द्विज, हे मैत्रेय, if the sun in the Karakans, Rabau, Karakan se Rabau Jato, if sun is in the Karakans, then the native might be engaged with the government job, royal assignments. He will work with the authority. And if Purn Chandra is there, he's talking about the Purn Chandra. He can go like waxing and waning, that will give you the indication. So if there is a full moon is there in the word of Maharishi Parashara, in that case, native might have possibility to enjoy all the happiness and pleasure, and he will be the scholar also, Bhogwan and Vidwan, both. He's a Bhogwan or Vidwan if full moon is there. And then he's saying that will increase more if Venus will aspect. If the aspect of Venus will come, then that will increase, that this promise will increase more, intensify. Sukra drishte vishesataha. So he captured in this verse sun and moon. And with the moon, he added Venus aspect. Now in 14th verse, he is coming in the 14th verse. स्वान सेवल युते भौमे जातः कुंता युधि भवे वहनि जीवी नरो वापि रसवादी च जायते. Now his focus is on the Mars. He talked about the full moon. Now he is talking about the strong Mars. Bal yute bhaume. He is talking about the strong Mars. If strong Mars is in Karkans, then there is a possibility this native might use weapon. Kunta ayudhi bhavet. Kunta ayudhi, a special type of that ancient spear sort of thing. And he will live his life through fire, work related to some fire, might be alchemist, there is a possibility. Rasvadi, playing with the chemicals in this case. And Vahani Jibi, his Jibika, earning from fire. He's giving very good indication for seekers of this Shastra. Now, Buddha Dev, through next verse. Budhe bal yute swanso kala silpa vichanna vanij kusalaschapi buddhi vidya samanvitaha. Now he's talking about again bal yute, budhe bal yute, a strong Mercury he's talking about. If a strong Mercury is in the car, so that is giving you some indication. You can think about the intensity of the phalas in line with the strongness of the planet. And how to check that one, Mahasi did a lot. Even he revealed the Sadvala system also for us. How to check the strength and weakness of a planet. So that Bali Buddha, strong Mercury, is in the Karkans. Then the native, there might be possibility, he is a very skillful in arts. He will be very skillful in trading, Vanijya, Kala, Silpa, and Vanijya Kusal. There is a possibility. He is an intelligent man, Buddhiman. He is an educated man, Vidya Samanvita. If strong Mercury is coming in Karka, that will give you idea about the counseling related to the profession. Now Jupiter, the great Jupiter is coming in verse number 16. Sukarma jnana nisthitaha veda vida swangage gurau Sukre satendriyaha kami rajkiyo bhaven naraha. He captured Guru and Sukra. So the Guru, for Guru, he is not going to say like Bali Guru, because Guru is the blessing. Even Guru is coming. So Guru is in the Karkansa. Then it will denote Sukarma, good deeds. Native perform good acts. And Jnana Nistha, Veda Vida. So he is a spiritual person. He has ability to learn Vedic learnings. Jupiter is there. Jupiter is there. And Sukre Satendriyaha. So there is a possibility if Venus is there in the Karkansa, then native might, the longevity might be up to 100 years. Satayu. And Kami, it make native sensual, desireful, and Raj Kyo, he will perform works related to government, state affairs, if Venus. So up to Venus. So Guru and Venus, both the Guru, Datya Guru and Dev Guru, he captured, Mahaguru captured through verse number 60. Now his focus is on Saturn and Rahu. And he is blessing classical Parashara technique through verse number 17. Let's immerse in the verse first. Sanau swagata Sanau swansgate jataha swakulo chit karma krita Rahau chaurascha dhanusko jato va loha yantra krita. Now Saturn is coming. First Saturn we will discuss. Saturn is there. Saturn, Sanau, Saturn is there. So this native Jata Swa Kulo Chit Karma Krita. So native might earn his livelihood through native's family. So someone is coming and talking like his family business, if his son will take over and do that his business, or if someone is in the particular profession and if he's asking his son will be do the same thing or not. So these are the indications. Not apply one verse, but these are the indication if Saturn is in the Karkams. Now the Rahu, the great Rahu Dev is in the Karkams. So that will denote native is a thief. Native is a chore. He might be a chore. He might have bow, weapon in modern context. He might be a machinery maker doing something related to machine making. He might be a doctor who is treating poisonous afflictions, food poisoning and all. So that is Rahu. That is Rahu. Now the last one, the Ketu, great Ketu Dev. विश्ववैद्यो अथवा विप्रा जायते नात्र संशयः व्यवहारी गजा गजादीनां केतौ चौरस्य जायते. Ketu chorasya jayate. So Ketu is also making chore. Ketu is also making chore like a Rahu, but Ketu might be make native trader, dealer of elephants also. Vyavahari gajadinam. Gajadinam, elephants and other animals. So that is the Ketu. So through these 9 planets in the Karakams, that will give you the indication about the profession and other related things, overall nature also. That's a great revelation by Mahaguru Maharshi Parashara. He blessed us. Now he is adding some notes. He is adding some notes related to Rahu and Sun. Related to Rahu and Sun in the Karkams. Let's immerse. Ravi Rahu Yada Swanse Sarpad Bhiti Prajayate Subhadristau Bhayam Naiva Papadristau Mritir Bhave. Lots of acharyas are using this one. Snake bite, speculations, if they are considering. So great Guru is saying, if Rahu and Sun, they are together in the Karkamsa, then there is a fear from the snake. That is for sure. There is a fear. fear is coming. If benefic aspect is there, then there is a deterioration of the fear, not much fear. But if malefic aspect, severe malefic aspect on this combination, then there might be death from the snake. There might be a snake will come and bite the native. Native might die. That's a very popular verse. Now, next revelation is coming through the verse number 20. Let's immerse in the verse number 20. शुभ षड्वर्ग संयुक्तो विश्ववैद्यो भवेत् तदा भौमेच्छिते कारकांसे भानुस्वर भानुर संयुते. Bhanu is Surya, or Swar Bhanu is the Rahu. Surya and Rahu in the picture. So if the Sun and Rahu again, Sun and Rahu again, Sun and Rahu in the benefic Sadvargas, Maharshi put forwarded the Sodas Varga Adhyaya. He revealed the 16 type of Vargas with the divisional classifications. The first divisional classification, the system, was at Sadvarga. In the Sadvarga system, he picked up 6 charts. The first one is the natal chart, D1. The second one is the Hora chart, D2. The third one is the Dreskan chart, D3. And the fourth one, most important, that's a Navans, D9. And then fifth chart Maharshi revealed D12. And the sixth chart is the D30, Trimsansa. So these are the Sadvargas. So we have to check these Sadvargas. So if the Sun and Rahu occupy benefic Sadvargas, we have to check the position of Rahu and Sun in all the 6 Vargas, if they are in the benefic Vargas or not. Benefic Vargas, we know, the Vargas of the benefic planets, or benefic Vargas. And being in the Karkansa, they are in the Karkansa in D9. They are in the Karkansa. So there is a possibility native might be a doctor who is treating poisoning cases. And if Mars is aspecting, Mars is aspecting, then this combination denote native will burn either his own house or that of the others. अन्य ग्रहा न पश्यन्ति स्वमेस्य परदाहकः. Up to here. If Mars is aspecting the Sun and Rahu sitting in Karkansa, and Mars is aspecting, then that can be happen. He can burn his own house or others' house. If Sun and Rahu is in the Karkansa and they are in the benefic Vargas, in the Sadvargas, then there is a possibility native become a doctor and dealing a case of poisonous related. Now, Buddhadev is aspecting. Tasmin budhe chite chapi vahinido naiva jayate. So now the Buddhadev, Mercury aspect, instead of Mars aspected, he burned his own house and others' house. Buddhadev is aspected, then he will not do this. He will not do this swamesya paradahaka, that will not come up. Now, पापछे गुरुणा दृष्टे समीप गृहदाहकः शुक्र दृष्टे तु भीपेन्द्र गृहदाहो न जायते. If Rahu and Saturn is in the Karkamsa and they are in the malefic sign and aspect to Jupiter, then the native might burn the neighboring houses, neighboring houses. If the Venus aspect in this case, then native will not do this. So this is the revelation. This is the revelation. If Rahu and Sun in the Karkamsa and they are in the malefic sign and in aspect to Jupiter, then native might burn neighborhood houses. The logic, if we are thinking, Jupiter aspect also provoking native to burn the houses. But the Venus is the savior here. If Venus is aspecting, native will not do so. This is the revelation by the great Guru Maharshi Parashara, what he learned from Brahma directly. So I'm just carrying this Guru, what Guru said. Now, in the next verse 23, he will talk about the Gulik. Gulik is the Upgrah of Shanidev, Saturn. Gulike na yute swanse पूर्ण चंद्रेण वीक्षिते चौरे हृधनो जातः स्वयं चौरो अथवा भवे. If the full moon aspect the Karkamsa where Gulik is sitting, then the native's wealth might be taken away by the thieves, or native might be thief himself. Swayam chauro athva bhave. There is a possibility. There is a possibility. Next. ग्रह दृष्टे सगुलिके विशदो वा विषैर्हता बुद्ध दृष्टे बृहद्विषो जायते नात्र संशयः. If the Gulik is in the Karkamsa, but unaspected by the others, there is no aspect on the Gulik, unaspected by the others, then one will be work to do something related to poison, or he might die himself of poisoning. So something poison related. Things will happen. He might die by poison, or he will work for a poison, with poison. An interesting fact Mahasi added. He's just putting some driver from the Samundrik Shastra also. The whole ocean is here. It's a Vedang. So he's giving. If Buddha Driste, if Mercury aspect in this case, Gulik is sitting in the Karkamsa, Mercury is aspecting. So there is nothing going to happen, that poison related thing. But native might have large testicles. Brihat Dujo in Sanskrit. That Mahasi is saying. Now, more revelation Mahasi is going to reveal. he will talk about the Ketu. He will talk about the Ketu. If Ketu is in the Karkams, then what is the effect? The line of direction, static promises. Let's imagine verse 25. Saketau Karakanse cha pap driste duyuttamam jata se karna rogo va karna cheda prajayate. If Ketu is in the Karkams and aspected by malefic, Papa Driste, one of the Papi planet, put his aspect on Ketu. Ketu is sitting in the Karkams. In this case, natives' ear, there might be suffering, there might be disease related to ear. He will suffer due to ear pain. Now, he's adding. Bhrigu chite tasmin tichito jayate naraha. If the Venus is aspecting, Ketu is sitting in Karkamsa, Venus is aspecting, there is a possibility Nati might get initiation into a parampara by Guru. And in the next verse, Buddhar ki driste nirviryor jayate manavo dhruvam Buddha sukre chite tasmin dasi putra prajayate. He's saying Buddha arki driste, Buddha arki driste, Buddha arki driste. So I believe Maharishi is talking about Buddha and Mercury. Buddha, Mercury, and Saturn. But in some of the commentary I found, they are saying, some acharyas saying Buddha and Venus. But I believe it's Buddha and Saturn. So if Buddha and Saturn aspect, then Nati might be nirvir, impotent. And Maharishi is saying, Jayate Manavo Dhruvam. Maharishi is fully confident. And Buddha Sukre, then there might be possibility Nati is a Dasi Putra. In olden days, it was in practice. Nowadays also in modern context, but everything is changed according to the time. That's why we are doing correction in line with the Devskala and Patra. So Nati might be son of a female slave, Dasi Putra, or a female remarried also. Punar bhava suto va api jayato natra samsaya. Now in the verse 28, tapasvi sanina driste jataha presyo athva bhave sanimatra chite tasmin jataha sannyasi vesva. Now Saturn aspecting Ketu is sitting in Karkamsa in all the combinations, and Saturn is aspecting, then this Nati might be a sannyasi, or might be a knocker, or might be a pseudo sannyasi. And this is a combination, and he will do the sannyasi vesvan. So these are the things when Saturn is aspecting. Now Venus and Sun together aspecting. The Ketu is sitting in the Karkamsa. रवि शुक्रे चिते तस्मिन् राजप्रेषो जनो भवे इति संक्षेपतः प्रोक्तम कारकांश फलम द्विजा. He is saying if Venus and Sun together are aspecting, then that will make native servant of the king, serve the king, government job in this modern context. Then Maharshi is saying, iti sancheptaha proktam karakans phalam dvija. I told you in a very brief, very brief, karakans phalam. Apply your brain. He's always expecting. It's a hora. You apply your brain. I'm giving you the high level line of directions. Maharshi is giving this line of direction. So these are the revelations related to the Karakansa. I hope after this episode, you will apply this one in the chart. Take a chart, natal chart, see the Karakan, see the Atma Karak, and then in D9, check the Karakansa, and then see the condition of the Karakansa, and then apply this classical Parashara principle. That will give you wealth of knowledge, great understanding about the chart. I hope you will apply. After all, it's applied science. Hora is applied divine science. May Mahadev bless you. May Mahaguru bless you. In the end, I will pray for you and I will pray for everyone. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityor ma mritam gamaya. Om Santi Santi Santi. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev.